Hey guys, so today I've got a red and white Evo 3X. So since it's the Evo 3X, that means it's the high school and college version. So again, it's wider at the base with the 3 inches up top. Compared to the Evo 3, it's about the same shape up top, but down near the throat is where you notice the difference. It's significantly wider in the throat area than an Evo 3. So if you're in high school, I'd recommend the Evo 3 over this. But if you're in high school, maybe going into college the next year and you could use a head both ears, I'd probably recommend this. So compared to an Evo X, it's a very similar shape and actually weighs a little bit more. This weighs in at 5.1 ounces. The Evo 3 weighs in at 5 ounces. And the Evo X weighs in at about 4.7 ounces. So compared to the Evo X, it's a pretty similar face shape and all around, and this costs $90 new, although I picked this up on eBay for pretty cheap. And the Evo X is like $60, $70 new, so I can't really justify right now paying the extra 20 bucks to get the Evo 3X over the Evo X. I think they're pretty similar, unless you're really into the two color thing. And so that's what the special thing about the Evo 3s and the Evo 3X is. They have this, it's called like a 2-shot molding process. And what it seems like is they just took and put another piece of plastic over the existing sidewall and kind of molded it together. You can see that you can actually, it sticks out a little bit farther than the regular plastic. And I like it, it looks pretty cool. Still not better than a custom dye job, but you know, it's good enough for factory. And I think this little Warrior thing also comes in different colors. If you get one of their Warrior or one of their Evo 3 like flag editions, they have a special series that has flag colors like Italian, USA, and stuff like that. So the color customization is okay, but one of the big improvements that it has over the Evo X is the sidewall holes, its ability to string, and the scoop. The scoop is a little bit more rounded. The scoop on the Evo X is kind of pointed up at the top, so it's not quite as flat, which I never thought was good for stringing or scooping, because when you string the top string of a head that's more pointed at the top, this middle is going to sag where the middle mesh hole is. It's not going to be quite as tight, and that's really one of my pet peeves is mesh that's not tight enough. And it's just a little more rounded overall than the Evo X. The sidewall holes, there are significantly more sidewall holes, which is nice because the regular Evo X was really lacking in sidewall holes. For some reason they didn't put any holes. You can see there's a gap right there where it seems like they're pretty frequent, and then there's a gap. And I really don't like that as far as stringing goes, because when I'm stringing my first 3 sidewall holes, I like to pull them as tight as possible, and I like to be very precise about where I place them so that I can get a tight channel. And so, you know, you might end up with needing to interlock a mesh hole down there and not being able to reach this one, but this one being not quite tight enough. There are ways to work around this with stringing, like 1 interlocks and other types of knots you can do, but it does make it a little bit harder. But overall, for the price, it's $90, which is what you can expect for a brand new Lacrosse head that just came out. I wouldn't spend that much on it personally. I'd pick up the Evo X instead, or one of an older head like the Clutch X. But overall, the 2 colors is good. The improved stringing holes and the improved shape are all great, so I would recommend this head.